Quitting my job at 19 to go full-time at social media was the best decision I've ever made. If you decided to take that risk, let this be it. A month into being self-employed, and I got invited on my very first brand trip with probably the last brand I would ever expect to bring me on a brand trip with them. That is Dyson. Can you even believe it? Because I'm still pinching myself. I thought I'd bring you along on my 72-hour trip across the country while I questioned the entire time whether they got the invites mixed up. The trip was actually a week ago and I couldn't make you guys wait any longer for a vlog. So instead of splitting this into 3 parts, I'm just going to do one long video. On the Monday, I arrived in Bristol and we stayed at Molly's. I met 2 of the lovely girls that were on the trip as well, and we had some dinner together. I had a slice of banana pie for my dessert and it was gorgeous. I was in bed because we had to be up bright and early. Tuesday was like the main day of the event. I was super happy when I jumped in the shower and turned the shower head on and it sprayed me right in the face on my freshly washed hair. But never mind. Dyson hairdryer in the room saved the day. The details, guys. By the way, I've never stayed in a Molly's hotel before, and that bed, I simply cannot stop thinking about that bed. I had the best night's sleep I think I've ever had in my life. Anyway, we headed downstairs for some breakfast. I actually went with pancakes, and while they were gorgeous, I made myself feel sick. Probably should have just gone for my go-to smashed avocado on toast. I definitely felt much better when we got to Kin House, which was basically where all the events today were being hosted, and it was the most stunning venue. And everywhere had a little touch of Dyson, which was so nice. I sat down in this beautiful room and had an introduction speech from the managing director. I also met some team members and the Dyson engineers. Literally crazy. And then we had some food. Salmon was absolutely delicious. Then we had a Saturday sort out session with This Girl Can Organise. What an absolute queen she is. I mentioned in my most recent Sunday reset video, I feel like I've taken home so many tips from that. As well, from this air purification session, one of the engineers showed us how the new Hush Jet purifier works. We then moved on to cake decorating, where we tested out all of the new Dyson products and the new products through the paces to see how well they deal with mess. I absolutely love this pencil back. This little cute guy was going around cleaning up after everybody. Not gonna lie, I was very excited about this part of the itinerary, and that was checking in at Lucknow Park, a hotel in which I will probably never stay at again because it's extortionate. Into my room, you can imagine how shocked I was to see a purifier on my bed. Literally, what do you mean? Some time getting ready and then made our way back to Kin House. 10 out of 10, no notes for dinner, it was gorgeous. Moved on to a session with a sleep coach and then had a sound bath. My first ever sound bath. Back to my hotel and had an actual bath because there was no way I was not using that. I also washed my hair so I could use all the new products. The hotel had come and prepped my room for bedtime, so I had some tea. Curtains were closed, my slippers were out. I had the most gorgeous sleep. Not like competing with the bed at Molly's. I woke up the next day and decided to pin curl my hair. Now, of course, I had to make use of all of the new products, so may have slept with my hair slightly damp because I went to bed at about 1 a.m. Right, I started getting ready for another very exciting day, which I had to sign an NDA. Sorry, I really just wanted to rhyme there. We had an exclusive tour around the Dyson Innovation Campus. We got to see everything behind the scenes and it was so amazing, but I cannot show you too much. Thank you so much, Dyson, for inviting me on this trip. I love you.